I think we can safely say that we are recording.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
Red lights are on. Recording time.
So, welcome everybody to the Girlsplainers with Joanna and Liga. Hello.
Joanna.
And Liga. And yes, so...
How come we're here today?
what brought you here?
What brought you here today? No. Yeah, what brought us here today, actually?
Yeah, I mean, actually, when planning this podcast, firstly, I thought I really like that it's you and me, because I think we have had so many cool and fun discussions, and I always felt like it was a podcast. And given that at least I am a big podcast fan, given that I myself love listening to podcasts, I thought how cool it would be to do this on record and actually have these really cool and interesting conversations about all or and nothing, and about serious things, and about complete and utter bullshit and gossip and drama and, you know, all of that sort. And I think, I don't know if you remember, but I think it started a bit like a joke.
Yes, it started as a joke. Because we were on our lunch break at work.
Yeah.
And then we were saying something. It was really, I don't remember. We were really laughing a lot that lunch break. And you said like, "Oh my God, if I think we should start recording. We should start a podcast."
Yeah. And I said it as a joke.
Yes.
But I think next day we met.
Exactly. We met. We're like, it was a good idea. Actually, it was not a bad idea.
Yeah. And I think that just because it's the first time, I just want to just say that I want to put this on a record that we want to have fun, we want to enjoy ourselves, and I think it is a little bit strange to talk with you like this, especially because we speak Swedish daily, so
Yes.
that's super weird.
Yeah.
But then again, very normal as
Yes,
well.
at the same time. Yeah.
Given that most of our life, I think we've kind of, I don't know about you, but most of my adult life has happened in English.
Most of my adult life has happened in English.
Yes.
It's funny because, being brought up in Poland and then moving to abroad when I was 18, my mom laughs at me that my Polish is sometimes lacking.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
But it's that's life.
Yeah. And and back to the whole beginnings
Yes.
of this podcast that actually already started a long time ago.
Yeah.
It was just not online yet. It was really good quality podcast even before this.
Yes, it was. It was a lot of we have a lot of inside jokes.
Yeah, so yeah, I think that's how it all started. I think, like, I remember it quite clearly how I think, yeah, we said that we could have this as a podcast, and it was a joke. And next day we met and like, yeah, but I kind of meant it actually. So I think, like, I have a very good feeling about this.
Yes, me too.
Yeah. Actually, before we go into the whole what are we girls-plaining here and who are girls-plainers, I don't know why, just like on the top of my head, like, do you remember how we started talking?
I'm assuming it was work related, but I don't remember how we started talking. Do you remember? I don't remember. I remember that I started working and Liga was already working at the company that we work at. And I remember I liked you. And I remember I walked by one time and I was going to ask about something. And I think we started talking, but I don't remember what we talked about.
Yeah. Because no, I don't remember like the first conversation we had, but like I had a similar feeling, like I liked you. I had like a really good feeling about you, but we really didn't have anything, like our roads didn't really cross.
Yeah.
I just remember one thing, that I was quite often complimenting you on your fashion choices.
Yes,
to
you
be
did.
honest,
Yes,
actually.
that's how you stole my heart. You noticed. I'm trying.
So yes, okay. So apparently that's the way to your heart. Well, but I'm happy, and it was genuine. FYI, just FYI. I really meant it. No, I really liked. Some things you had, and I don't know why, but I'm just that kind of person that likes to compliment people. Like if I like something, I would go. I love to go and tell that person like, looks amazing. You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, but you do. I don't have that, but you have that. That's how we compliment each other.
Yes, yes. And another thing, yeah, yeah, I just remember that that I somehow like we didn't have it like usually, especially yeah, in Sweden, I feel like people rarely like approach each other unless there's like a reason for it. I don't know if you feel like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I really didn't have any reason to ask you anything because yeah, maybe we have some kind of email conversations
But
at
I don't think
work
we
or
even did. I don't think we even did that much because what you do is not really much related to what I do or did.
yeah. So it was really like yeah, and so I think that's how we kind of started to talk, and then there was another breaking point actually, which I remember.
Okay.
Um, it was yeah, just for the listeners, all those crowds that will listen to this one
One day.
one day. Uh, uh, well, we work together and we work at the same company, and they just changed the policy of where we sit, and we got to pick chairs or tables or yeah, the places how we wanted. And I just remembered one day that I just went over to your side there where you were sitting. I think it was in January because like it was the starting from January 1st.
Last year.
Yeah. And I think I just sat down there. And then one of our other colleagues, Joanna, came back from vacation or something. I said, "Come over and sit with us." And I think that's how we started like hanging around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's very possible.
And here we go.
And here we go.
And here we go. And here we are. And we decided that we want to contribute to this world with yet another podcast. And the podcast is called Girlsplainers. So I was thinking, what do you want to explain? Would you like to girlsplain? What does it actually mean?
No, but we came to a conclusion at some point that we especially working in a very masculine
Yes,
environment.
and we will get there. We will come to that.
You will hear a lot about
You'll
it.
hear
I
a
guess,
lot about that.
in the future. That we live in a world where people like to explain basic or obvious things to us, and we thought that maybe it's now our turn to girlsplain things.
Yes, exactly. And I thought that this was very ironic that we've been all like I think we've really connected because we are in this very environment where we've okay, let's call it as this. We've been mansplained a lot of things, but this podcast is not about being too serious, I think.
No.
And but it's
We're not gonna explain obvious things either. Hopefully,
no. Yeah, exactly. And I think that it's just like a little ironic take on things that happen all around us and things that are important to us. Everything from deep conversations to very superficial conversations, everything like, just fun and gossip and drama. And maybe I already said that, but and then, I think that's what girlsplaining would mean to us.
I think so too. I'm with you on that. And I think we will also see how we evolve.
Yeah,
What we
exactly.
will evolve into.
What we,
Morph.
yes, what the fame will do to us once this become viral.
Exactly.
But I was thinking, let me see if I have something cool in my notes here. Yeah, we had a little intro.
Yes.
So yes, welcome one more time to Girlsplainers. Are really fun and easy and
Laid back conversation, hopefully, that will be like you're joining us in our everyday gossip sessions.
yes, exactly. Actually, yes, exactly. I was thinking the same. Like, if you're here and listening to us, what we want to bring to you is just like the comfort of, having friendly conversations about things that are important to us. And we want you to feel like you're just here in the room with us and, agreeing or disagreeing to things that we talk about.
Exactly. Hopefully agree.
Yes, because, well, yeah.
We'll see about that.
We'll see. Well,
There might be some controversies
yes,
involved.
and like I said before, while we were setting this up, we reserve our rights to change our opinions.
Yes, very much so.
Yes, but I heard that you had some topics prepared that you wanted to bring up.
Yes, I wanted
Today?
to actually, I was thinking about talking about one thing in specific, or we can start with that, and then I have a couple of others, but we will see how much
Okay.
time we have to discuss.
Bring it on.
But I was thinking, because I am 9 months pregnant, and I will be preparing myself for a big change in my life. And I'm packing and I'm planning, and you are going through a big change in your life. No, you're not, but you're going on vacation.
Yes.
Of your lifetime, maybe, possibly.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I was thinking, since both of us are kind of preparing for maybe different things, but the
Yeah.
preparations are kind of similar, because I know I have to take care of myself now before I don't have time to take care of myself anymore. And I was wondering, since it's big changes, when you pack or prepare for like a big trip or big
Yeah.
event, what do you do? What is your routine?
Yeah, cool. Actually, yeah. Firstly, I would say, yeah. Funny how. Firstly, I cannot believe that when I come back from my big trip, you will have a baby,
Yeah.
and I'm thinking that because it's a podcast that is like also kind of a little bit of a baby here,
Yes.
slowly like entering the world. I think that we should just like put in the record that big congratulations to you. Actually,
Thank you.
I've seen
9 months in the making.
yeah, right. And it's crazy because I I've seen you almost every day since then. So it's yeah, crazy that today was your last day at the office.
Yeah.
Um,
Yes, today was my last day at the office
yeah.
for a while.
But actually, how do before I answer of all the before we take on the trip story, tell me a bit. How does it feel actually?
It feels good. It feels, since it's not gonna be my first baby, it feels like I kind of know what's gonna happen. I kind of know what I can what is about to how my life is gonna change.
Yeah.
I really hope that with the experience that I've had, it's gonna be easier this time, but it might be harder. Because
Yeah.
Talia was she was not, I mean, I think she was kind of easy baby, I would say. She slept kind of well at nights. She was we but we also didn't allow her to cry a lot either, but we had four hands basically a lot of the times.
Yeah.
So we will see, because now if we're gonna be four in the family, the dynamic might change. But I feel good. I feel excited. I feel happy that now it's gonna be. I will have a little bit of time, hopefully, before she comes, to just like land a little bit, because it's been a lot with work and with Talia and with Talia is my daughter, and with all of that. But I think it will be fine. I'm just happy that it's spring soon. The weather is
Yeah.
nice. I can get some color before she comes out, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. Really nice.
Yeah, I
I
think so. I think it's nice. And it's also nice to get a little bit of distance from work.
Oh
Because it
yeah.
takes so much time and energy to, like, think about your goals, your targets, your everything all the time, and trying to reach it and trying to be better than last month and stuff. So it's going to
Yeah.
be nice to have that break.
Yeah.
And just the only goal is to actually, like, sleep as much as you can during the night. Make sure that the breastfeeding phase is going smoothly. The
Yeah.
diapers are changed. More simple life, I would say.
Yeah. I hope that once you're ready, because now we're recording, but then we will not record for the next 3 weeks for sure, and
Yeah.
probably more.
Mm.
But I hope that when you are ready to come and record, I hope you will still want to bitch about everything that happens at work.
Of course.
I mean,
Bring me all the gossip.
I understand you want to take distance, but I'm not ready for that.
Yeah.
Like you said, big trip coming up for me.
Yes, exactly.
And we will talk about a little bit of about trips and travel probably
Down the line.
down the line.
Yeah.
But yeah, this trip is gonna be different because it's gonna be all my family, my mom, my dad, my brother, and me. And I think that planning trips with your family is like a whole different game.
Yeah.
Honestly, it is because my mom, she wanted to. I think that we booked the tickets. When was it? I think it was in September last year. So I think that like when you are with your family, like you really cannot be this spontaneous person who just says, "Oh, we'll see how it goes." There's a road and just drive. No, my mom needs to know everything, what's gonna happen after that, and things like that. So I don't know. I guess that's fine. I guess that's fine. But and also it's actually quite sweet because my mom has been sending me and my brother like things of what to not forget, and I just thought it was very cute that she even on that list she wrote, "Take a pen with you because you might need to fill out some forms in writing at the border." So I thought that was very
That's
cute.
such a mom thing
It's
to do.
such a mom thing to
Yeah.
do.
It doesn't matter how old you are. You're always going to be her kid.
Exactly, exactly. But at the same time, yeah, I'm quite excited. I'm super excited. Do you want that I tell you more details?
Yes, of course.
Okay, just gonna take a sip.
Yeah.
A little bit of sip of water.
No, but I actually wonder because I was just while you're drinking, I was recently traveling with my mom and we traveled to my brother, and I also thought to myself that like it doesn't matter that I'm a mom myself. It doesn't matter that I have a kid. My mom knows best. You just have to go with the flow. It's not she doesn't overstep boundaries in any way, shape or form. But in a way, it's like we get into a car and we're there with my daughter and my mom and her partner, and my mom says, "I made sandwiches for Talia because she might get hungry." And I was like, "But aren't we stopping for lunch?" "Yes, we are." "Okay, because she just had breakfast, so she doesn't need to eat in between." Yeah, but you never know. And of course, she knew better. And Talia had her sandwich. She didn't want to eat lunch afterwards because she had a sandwich an hour before lunchtime. And I was like, yeah, well, mom knows best, huh?
Mom knows best, that's for sure. No, but in general, I'm super happy because I actually enjoy. Actually, to be honest, I enjoy traveling with my parents. We haven't done it that often. I wish I had more time and more money to meet them every second month somewhere out in Europe and meet for like a short holiday. Maybe in the future that will be possible. Well, it is a dream, but I actually really like traveling with my mom and dad. And the only thing that I think it's really important, and I don't know if you would agree, is that with them you always need a plan. Like, you need a plan. You need to know, we're going there, we're doing this, we're gonna see that, we're gonna visit that. Because I feel like, at least with my parents, like having too many options undecided can like create like confusion.
Uh-huh.
I don't know, like, but yeah, I think it's also because we don't meet that often.
No,
We
that's
don't
true.
meet that often
Yeah, there's
in
a difference
general.
between how often you meet your parents and how often I meet my mom.
Yeah. How often do you meet your mom, actually?
That's a good question. Once a week, once every other week, I think.
Oh, okay.
It depends if we need help with Talia or not. If we need help with Talia, then as often as we need it, and she has time.
Nice, 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 nice. For me, I don't know, maybe like last year I was back at home in Latvia for quite many times, like more than usual. So I could say like once in 4 months maybe. And this year I haven't met them yet, but I will meet them. And yes, um, back to preparing to the trips. I don't know. I'm excited. I'm so excited, but I'm also anxious. And it's all about that. It's all about like how many deadlines I've put for myself on things that I need to do, so that once I leave on holiday, everything will be done, everything is perfectly finished. But I think it was around last week I just admitted to myself that, okay, it's not gonna be everything that I planned.
No.
And if I don't know, actually, if you know me, you know that I'm like a person who does like 1,000 things at the same time. I don't know. Does it look so
Yes.
like that from the
Yes.
side?
You seem very busy.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I also feel busy. But we'll get into that as well. Like, what do
Yes.
we do and what do we work with? Like, not like we're gonna read out our LinkedIn profile
No.
out to you.
No, it's not that interesting.
Yeah, no, but that's
But
exciting. I
yeah,
think we have cool jobs.
yeah,
Just for the record.
exactly.
No. But we will talk about it more
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
I can't wait, actually. I can't actually wait. Like, now it's like what? Maybe how long we're recording? I have no clue.
I
I've
have no
completely
idea.
lost track of time.
I have no
But I
idea.
start like feeling good now.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. What about you?
Good. Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Okay. But yeah,
Preparations.
preparations.
Before you travel, what is on your to-do list usually? If it's like a bigger travel, not like going for a weekend or something, but like for a bigger travel.
Yeah.
Because I realized that for me, getting prepared to have a baby, I'm preparing in the same way as if I'm traveling far to a mother of two land.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm like a very pragmatic person. So, yeah, I can, yeah, no. Unfortunately, I have to say I'm very pragmatic. So it's all about like making sure that I have enough money, making sure that like things. Yeah, it was actually okay. So I don't think I mentioned that, but I'm going to USA, and I've actually never been to the real America. And I'm really excited about it because I've only been to New York, and that was maybe 7 years ago. And everybody who tells me, who has told me that that's not like the real, actual America.
No, yeah.
And I'm really curious to see it all, to see that culture, to see people, and yeah, I'm really, really looking forward to experience that culture. And I want to do, I want to do all these cliche things. I want to go to those food chains that I've only heard about in the movies or reality shows, or go to Walmart, or
Target.
yeah, exactly. I want to do, like, I want to see and experience all that stuff. So I've been really, really waiting, and yeah, so it's a bit pragmatic. Like, I really want to make sure that once I leave, I don't have something that I need to worry about back home, or like, yeah, I was saving quite a lot of money, and literally I wasn't buying anything for
No, you
myself.
haven't bought
Like,
anything.
really, yeah, because I'm like not a big spender, but like I've enjoyed, buying things and stuff, but like I haven't been buying anything.
No, I think the last thing, I mean, I keep trying. But I think the last thing you bought was like your sports clothes, like training clothes.
Ah, yeah, that's right. And that was
The spending.
And
for
that
you.
was on Black Friday. That was back in November.
Exactly.
And it's May now.
Yeah.
So yeah, honestly, it's more about like, yeah, a bit being like a bit frugal so that I get to experience like these cool things. Like, we're gonna go to a baseball game. We will go to Universal Studios Park in Orlando, I hope. We're going to Coca-Cola Museum.
But you're also going to the Daily Show, or was it the evening show, Tonight Show?
I don't remember.
But one of those you're going
One of those,
to. That's
very
such
cool. Yeah, one of those
once
really
in the
cool
US.
shows.
Yeah,
yes.
Exactly.
I think that I would have wanted to see, what's his name? What's his name? Jesus Christ, I forgot suddenly. The guy who's based in LA. Jimmy Kimmel.
Jimmy Kimmel.
I would have loved to see him, but not this time, maybe next time. But yeah, so I want to like, honestly, I like cliches. I like cliches, like when it comes to traveling and stuff. I think it's really nice to experience something alternative and be like, oh my God, please don't go to Eiffel Tower, when you're in Paris, because that's so cringe.
Yeah.
But I like all of those things.
Yeah, and I think US requires it. Like, like when I went to the US with my friends, like somebody asked if we wanted to go to Las Vegas, and I was like, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Exactly.
If we have a chance, yes.
Yeah.
But you're also going on a cruise.
Yes. Yes, so that's going to be also, I think, another cultural experience. Like, I have no clue what to expect, but I have a really nice bathing suit.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, can I tell you, I know you heard about this a little bit off the podcast, but honestly, like, the preparation for getting your wardrobe ready, especially when here in Sweden, it's not even that warm yet. And there are no real, well, okay, there are summer clothes in the shops, but still.
But I think the atmosphere is not like going to the store and looking for shorts while it's 12 degrees outside. It's not really the most welcoming as a feeling, I mean.
Exactly. But finally, I took a step, I made 2 online orders, and honestly, the only thing is that bathing suit. That bathing suit actually saved the whole project here because everything else was just like not fitting. So I don't know. America, I'm coming, but please, I need some clothing stores there because I'm not prepared completely.
Wait with the tariffs until
Wait with the tariffs.
Yes. So Liga can do her shopping.
Yeah, exactly.
But you bought your suit. You bought your Birkenstocks.
But I'm still like on the verge with them.
Okay.
Because I don't know why I took a picture, I saw myself in the mirror, and I don't know, I didn't like it. And I like myself in general, but I didn't like myself in the... so I don't know, we'll see. But the bathing suit, I'm like, actually, I think... Okay, stop me. Stop me if you have to. But like... I don't know if you know, like, I think that every time I find something good, I feel like I need to tell this to everyone. And, like, right now I feel like that about the bathing suit. I want to, like, send the link of that bathing suit to every single friend of mine and say, buy it. Because it's, like, so good.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah. And I think it's a good shape for you.
Yeah. So...
Because it's a cutout bathing suit.
Bahamas, be careful. I'm arriving very soon.
Be ready.
Be ready.
Have your sunglasses on.
Yes, because it's gonna get bright.
Exactly.
But yeah, so it's a lot about also like having feeling good
It's
yeah,
a lot
finding.
about feeling good. I mean, of course, you
Yeah.
don't want to walk around and feel like insecure about something, a bag
Yeah.
or your pants, or the fact that your shoes are too small or too big, or the fact that
Yeah.
your sunglasses don't fit your outfit. I know it's very basic, but
At the same time, but you know that feeling, like, have you ever experienced that feeling, like, when you walk somewhere? Okay, not necessarily at the trip, but like you're walking somewhere and you see like your reflection in some kind of window at the store, and you're like, mm, that's not cool.
yeah,
And then the feeling that if you feel great and you see by accident your reflection in some store window,
exactly.
I'm like, yes,
Way to go.
yes,
Yeah.
and that's how you should feel, like
Yeah,
when you're,
I think so.
yeah, and
Especially on a trip.
yes. So when I come back, I hope I have some cool stories.
Yes. New clothes.
Oh, oh my God, yes. I hope. I hope.
Yeah.
I'm really curious about fashion in the United States of America.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Is it as Instagram says it is, or is it a little
yeah,
different?
we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
Maybe I even, maybe I come back, with the cowboy hat, and that's like the new normal for
That's
me.
the new Liga. There you go.
No, I don't know, but you never know. Never say never.
You never say never. That's true.
If this can be life changing.
Yeah, I mean, the last time I came back and I bought a lot of stuff. But I bought
Nice.
my Levi's
Yeah,
pants. I really liked. I can't wear them now, but in general, I like them a lot.
I never
So
had.
I hope you will have that.
Yes, yes, yes. We'll
Go
see.
to a big outlet mall somewhere. I'm sure there's gonna be wherever you are.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god, so great.
Just a second. So strange. One second.
Yeah,
Oi.
it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be great. You're gonna have so much fun.
Yes, and I hope I'm coming back with some cool stories. And even before that or after that, I have a lot of crazy trip and stories that I have kind of collected up in my mind. Because I think, like, going on trips, it's fun and it looks great on Instagram, but like the hidden costs,
Yeah.
lost friendships,
Yes.
lost friendships, damaged relationships. I mean, like, trips bring out the best of us, but I think trips also can bring like the worst of us.
Yeah. I've been on trips with people, and after a trip, I've said never again in my life. So yeah, it has happened.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? Do you have some friends that are really good friends of yours, but you're like rather never take a trip with them because that can ruin it all forever?
I don't have those friendships anymore, but there were friendships where it was suggested that we should travel together, and I was just like, no, you're great for 5 hours max per night per 2 weeks or a month, but not as a trip. I would never want to, like, there are some people, but I think that's also a big thing about like relationship as well. I have been in a relationship before. Fun fact. No, I mean before my husband.
Okay.
And we went on a trip, and after that trip, I think I have realized that we were not meant to be together, because the way we traveled together was not really fitted, and the way
Yeah.
he wanted to travel was not really how I wanted to travel in my life. And I think that was a big eye opener for me, and the relationship didn't last.
Yeah.
Also not because of the trip, but because of it shows you how people see the world.
Yeah.
And if it's not the way they see the world like I do, like, then it is it's a big not a red flag for him as a person, but a red flag for me as, like, okay, I don't like what I'm seeing, which is fine, but I don't want to live my life like this. Imagine
No,
being
I
in a
know.
relationship with someone who travels in a completely different way, or wants to travel or doesn't want to travel,
Yeah.
or wants to travel in a completely different way than you do. Only, for example, all-inclusive hotels, and you don't want to do that at all.
Exactly. Wait a second. I don't know why, but yeah. Um, yeah, I mean, I think that like in general, like travel is such a test for any kind of relationship. Like even, and I think that when it comes to like romantic relationship, you need to see that person. You need to see how they act when the credit card was just swollen by a foreign ATM. You need to see what happens when they get explosive diarrhea and you need to take a bus between two towns in Thailand. You need to like see all that and you see how they deal with that when things are cancelled, when things don't work, when they don't get what they want.
When the hotel room is dirty because you are also in Southeast Asia, and you come in and you're like, there's no way I'm gonna sleep here. Like my standard is low, but it's not that low. Like I have self-respect, and see their reaction, and you're just like panicking, and they're like, as well, for example, say like, okay, this is not it, and I'm just like, okay, fine, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank God.
yeah. I think yeah, but also these crazy stories also I think brings people closer.
Yeah.
And like when you come back to some stories from trips, like that's what you remember,
Yeah.
you know. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Have you had any trip or any friendships ruined because of trips not?
Many.
Many.
And many still like back on trial. No, but yeah.
Strike one, strike two, strike three, you're out.
Strike three, I'm canceling. No matter what it costs.
You're blocked everywhere.
Yeah, no, I not like that I've blocked people, but
I wanted to.
no, but yeah. I think that some people just have a completely different view on how to travel or how to be together with other human beings in a contained space, because
Compromise, big
who
word.
is she?
Exactly.
Yeah, no. For me, one thing is compromise, but actually, like I've been thinking about this a lot because I've actually recently have had a couple of situations where that has to do with trips where I'm like, interesting, very weird. And one thing that I think it's one thing is that you can compromise, but I think also sometimes I miss like when people are a bit more generous with their time, or like I don't know if that makes sense, but like when people just want things to be like they want to do only what they like, they want to, and they're not open to like try something new. And you know what else I think it's annoying? It's from one of my trips, quite recent ones, that you have spent a lot of time to put a million pins on your Google Maps. Those pins have 4 categories and each of them have a different color, and one is for food and one is for culture and third one is for nature and the fourth one is for shopping, and the fifth one is for I don't know what. Doesn't matter. And
nightlife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's say. Yeah, for example, and you plan it all just to hear those people not wanting to go. And you have like picked, all the restaurants, because actually, if I have time, I love to like plan and like look at the reviews and, like, especially when it comes to places to eat, it's quite important for me to see if it's something good.
Experience the local food that is good, not a touristic place that you will find on the first any TripAdvisor or on the main street.
Yeah, where someone is like pulling your hand and like, oh, senora, just come in,
Exactly.
And then you plan it all out, and the person that travels with you is like, I don't want it, I just want to stay here, and you're like,
Yeah.
And then and that's where the resentment starts.
Yeah. Yeah, but I feel it. I fully understand it. For
Yeah.
me, it's also like I like to train my algorithm to know that I'm going to a place on
Oh.
Instagram. And I'm usually like now when we were in Rome, I was like a month before, I'm like, Instagram, I'm into Rome right now. So please show me good restaurants, good place. I mean, the touristic places was kind of obvious,
Yeah.
but restaurants for sure, or like cafes or, ice cream shops and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I don't want the touristic stuff. I want the where the locals eat.
Yeah, the authentic stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, I think that at some point we can share some of these things with our listeners as
For
well,
sure.
and share some links and share some tips.
Yeah.
Because we have a lot, and like how I already mentioned, I'm definitely not a gatekeeper.
No.
Like if I see something very cool, I want the whole world to experience it. Actually, like I
Yeah.
think it's really cool, and I appreciate when people share it too. Actually,
Yeah.
um, but I have a story. I have like a bit of a dirt. I have a
Ooh.
story. You heard it,
Okay.
so that's a bit like, but we can bring it up. Yeah, because I think it's pretty crazy. Okay, no, it's not the most unhinged story that I don't know, but it had to do with traveling in a way where we had relatively new friends. I would say, yeah, like someone that we had met, a couple, and they were not the only people that were traveling with us. We had some other friends traveling to rent a place during midsummer. Do you remember that story?
Oh yes. Let's get back to it.
Should we bring
It's
it up?
almost midsummer time again.
Oh,
It's almost been a
yeah.
year.
Yeah. And so, yeah, basically, I was left a little bit speechless. And yeah, I know that you heard this story, but that was a long time ago, so I want to
Yeah.
hear what you think and what you would have done in our situation. But basically, yeah, we had met this. We were like a friends group who wanted to go away a little bit further up north for midsummer. And those who know Sweden, and midsummer is huge here in Sweden, and you really need to book a place long time ahead because everything is booked, and every single summer house, every single Airbnb is booked. And yeah, and you know how it is when like 7 people or even more need to like agree on which house to rent and how much it should cost and all that. But we made it. We booked and we met. And the couple. Okay, I need to think like how to tell this in the most dramatic way. No, not in the most dramatic way, but like just to give the listeners the feeling
Exactly.
that
Prepare them for the
yeah,
situation.
exactly. No, and
Because I remember going back a little bit. I remember that the whole booking of the Airbnb was already a hassle because people had different opinions about how much money should be spent, which kind of cottage it should be. Should
yeah,
it be cheaper but like nice or bigger, wasn't it? Or something like that?
it was actually, now when you remind me, it was really funny because and again, this will probably be most like relatable to people who know the climate in Sweden and the nature in Sweden. But we found a place. We found like a cottage, very romantic, somewhere like more up north, in from Malmo, so a little bit more north. Like, and one of the guys, and he was in that couple. He didn't want to book that cottage because he said it's gonna be a lot of mosquitoes there. And it was like
In Sweden.
in Sweden, like honestly, like mosquitoes is like part of it. Like there is
Yeah.
no way, there is no midsummer without mosquitoes.
No, or mosquito bites.
Yeah,
You just
exactly.
have to prepare and buy a good spray.
Yeah,
Buy
and
those candles, that remove the
yeah, yeah.
just be prepared.
You just need to be prepared. But honestly, I just, and then when I heard this argument, I was like, okay, I have a very bad feeling about this because I really don't know how I can, as a person who is actually taking the lead to book it so we have a place to go and so that we can enjoy Midsummer, because actually I love Midsummer, and it's like a huge thing here as well.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I thought that was really crazy when he was like, yeah, no, let's not book it because there are there are there are mosquitoes. So that's when I had more drama, actually. That's when I had the feeling like, yeah, this is about to go south.
And also, cottages usually in the close to a forest.
Yeah, or in the forest.
Or next to a lake of body of water. Where else are mosquitoes gonna live?
Exactly.
Not in the city. I mean, they also live in the city, but that's a perfect environment for mosquitoes. So if you want to not have mosquitoes, you have to pick another country.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe, I don't know, travel to celebrate Midsummer in Dubai. Like, I think
exactly,
that
Sahara Desert.
yeah,
maybe.
I think a desert would be like appropriate place. But yeah, so that was like a bit of a red flag, but you know what? It's all gonna be fine. We're optimistic. But yeah, and then there were some like I think that for the girl that is in that couple, I think like she strikes me as a person that is really, really like into how it's gonna look on the Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Like it has to be very, and you know,
Instagram friendly.
yes, yes, yes. But there's there's a very specific aesthetic that she goes after.
Yeah, you cannot break your algorithm, your grid.
Yeah.
Concise.
And then what's up with that? Honestly, like seriously, come on. Like, what did you? And yeah, honestly, I think maybe she expected that we would like commit to a certain aesthetic just because like she had to have her Instagram wall like had to keep to the same style. Okay, fine. But at the end of the day, we booked something that is really, really not like what they expected.
Mm-hmm.
And
there came their resentment.
yes. And I think that resentment is mutual.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. And honestly, like at that point, I'm still like I'm raising my eyebrow a little, but like a little bit. I'm raising my eyebrow a little bit. At that point, I have a little bit of bad gut feeling, but
let's ignore it.
It's fine. I mean, I'm always like the one that is like a bit more flexible, so it's fine. But what completely ruined the whole thing was that they had arrived to the place like maybe 15 minutes before we came, because they were 4 friends. Part of them it was that couple, and then we were 3 of us, me, my boyfriend, and another good friend of ours, and we came with a separate car. So we came like 15 minutes later. We arrived to the cottage, and so now when I want to hear like your opinion, like what's like your thoughts there? That they haven't waited for us. They have chosen the main bedroom. That's the only bedroom that has like a double bed. Everything else is like a couch or like a bunk beds. So they have like, without waiting for us or without even like considering anyone else on that trip, they have picked up the master bedroom. Like, what do you think?
Well, that's what I mean with compromise. That's really what I mean with compromise. That we're just meant to actually, like, I don't know, if it was me and I would have arrived there earlier and I didn't book the place because the place was booked on your name.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah, from what I remember.
Yeah, because I booked exactly. It, yeah.
So I would definitely not I would not pick a room. I would also wait for everybody else to to arrive so we can make a common decision. Yeah. But I'm also more easygoing. There's people that are very big. I don't want to call them divas, but a little bit divas that they know what they want, and there's no compromise.
Yeah.
I know what I want, but if somebody else wants it so much more than I do, then go ahead, take it. I mean,
But
I'm
like
not
it's
taking
nice.
it personally.
That's true, right? No, but actually, if they had asked, probably nobody would have said like, no, absolutely not.
Exactly.
You know.
Yeah,
But it was
because
just
nobody
like,
wants to start with a fight
Yeah.
over a bedroom. Who cares? You're gonna sleep there. You're not. It's not. It's not a place where you will hang out all the time. You will sleep there most likely, and the rest of the time you're spending in the main living areas.
Yeah, and especially on the midsummer, you're out on a terrace grilling, so it's not really about that. But fine. But I just thought like, okay, not that I
Were there
needed.
mosquitoes there in the bedroom?
In fact, there were mosquitoes, so I don't know how they felt about that. But I never heard, like, we haven't spoken since. Actually, no, we met one time by accident, but that's never mind.
It was an accident.
It was an accident. But yeah, so that's the first thing, which is like, And then our friend that came, she was the only single. Like, no, she not that she's single, but she came there alone. And this girl who had already comfortably put herself in the master's bedroom because,
She deserved
first come, first served. And then she had put her friends, that was also a couple, in another room that had four beds. It had like 2 bunk beds. But she said, okay, those 2 are staying in that room. And then our friend, who is on her own, she comes. And the girl was like, yeah, I guess you only had, like, only the couch is left in the living room. And I thought, like, that was so rude, like, to not consider a person, like, why would she have to sleep on the couch? And again, it's really, like, not about that someone will have to sleep on the couch, but it's about, like, showing a bit of consideration. And then what happens is that they bring their cat. And that's
big part.
And
there were
that's
no pets allowed.
Yeah, and that's like that was one of the discussions that we had to have like a pet friendly house, but at the end of the day there wasn't a house that's pet friendly. But they still came with their cat. And not enough, they decided that they are going to put like the whole cat thing, like the whole, I don't know how to call it, like the cat's environment and like the special scent for the cat to pee in. They put it like literally next to that couch where our friend is now forced to sleep. And I thought that was really rude.
Yeah, of course it's rude. If one of them took the spot or the bedroom that has 4 sleeping spots, couldn't you make space for the cat? Or you don't want to sit next to cat pee.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
somebody else is supposed to take it.
Exactly.
If it's your own cat.
Yeah, exactly.
Or master's bedroom. I don't know which one they took, but whatever one they took, like, take the damn cat with you.
take the cat. And honestly, yeah, I think just like that was so rude, and especially because I don't know why, but for me, like this cat scent is very like triggering.
Oh yes, it
I don't know,
is.
it's something
the
that
cat pee. I mean, it's terrible.
It's terrible.
It's not something that it's just like, oh, it's it smells like flowers or perfumes. Like it
Yeah.
doesn't matter how good of a sand you buy, it always smells like cat piss.
Yeah, honestly, like if I would have to say like, well, there's a flower pot and like some of my friends would literally go and pee in it, I would be more okay with that than like the cat scent.
Yeah.
Because it is really like you have to really be a cat lover to live in the same space.
Yeah.
But mind you, the house doesn't allow pets, but okay.
And they were fully aware of it.
They were fully aware of it. They still brought it. Because, I don't know, maybe the cat kindergarten wasn't open those days. I don't know, and I don't care, honestly. It shouldn't be my problem. But anyways, and at some point, our friend, the one that is forced on the couch, which I hope, it's Eva.
Yeah,
you have
I
met
know.
her,
Yeah.
I hope maybe we can even invite her to a
Yeah.
podcast someday, because I think it could be some cool conversations with her too. But anyways, she at some point points out that the cat is like completely going crazy, like on one of the couches and like really scratching it. And Eva goes like, "Hey, like take a look, like what the cat is doing," and the girl answers, "Yeah, that's what I meant when I said you need to book like a cat friendly place." I was like, "What?" And but the thing is that nobody wants, and that's where everything goes wrong, because nobody really wants to start a fight. It's
No.
midsummer. We want to grill. We want to, have like
Yeah.
good time, but it's all
But it's
tainted.
not good time. It's not good time
tainted.
anymore.
No,
It's
exactly.
not good time.
No, it's not. So yeah,
And I don't think she even had good time. But like I don't understand.
yeah,
I really don't understand.
exactly.
But I'm not I mean I'm an animal lover. I don't have animals myself.
No, I like animals too. It's not that,
But come on. Come on. If you are invited to a wedding without the kids, you don't bring kids to the wedding without kids.
yeah, exactly, exactly, because yeah,
It's disrespectful.
no, that yeah, not to compare, not to compare kids to cats, but yeah, exactly. Like,
if you're not allowed to smoke somewhere, you don't go and smoke there.
yeah,
Like
exactly. Or I would have been fine. Maybe that yeah, like if you bring your cat, your dog, or whatever, a lizard, I don't know, a golden fish, then it's 100% your responsibility.
Exactly.
And you have to make sure that this animal doesn't like affect someone else's life. And
Yeah.
and I felt like there was so much lack of consideration. I wonder how they experienced all this, but
Should we invite them?
no. I think that like
I'm
now
joking.
pretty much after this podcast we can like go our separate ways.
The bridge is burned.
but I'm okay with that. I mean, because it is a story to tell, and like honestly, like it really like shows how sometimes like a different way of life and different lifestyle, and how much people have the capacity to show consideration to others, how much it can ruin friendships.
Yeah, of course. Because if you go out and have a beer with them, you don't care about the fact that they don't respect boundaries of you're not allowed to bring your cat. Because the next guest might be very cat allergic, and it can be really dangerous. You know, if they tell you on the speaker on the plane that you have a person that is very allergic to nuts, you're not supposed to open nuts. You don't open them.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a little bit of the same policy with life and everything.
Yeah, I think that but yeah, anyway,
It shows true colors.
That shows really the true colors. And I have had a couple of other trips actually, like that. You want to hear more? No, I'm not gonna tell more. But like I have had a couple of other trips where I'm like, I would like to do this differently another time, because and some people say that we get less flexible with age, or we like get more set in our ways. Maybe in a way that we maybe are more like true to what we like and what is like more valuable to us, or like for example, if I would go to Paris, I would really like to go to maybe like some really good French gastronomy, and that's something that I value. It doesn't mean that I'm not flexible. It's more like I really want to experience that, so I'm gonna find someone that want to do that with me. Just an example, but I don't think that we get less flexible with age or with being more adult. I think some people like to use it as an excuse, but we're getting older, people are like getting, and I think that's bullshit.
I think that's bullshit. I've recently, not recently, last year was it? We traveled with our friends to Barcelona. And
I remember.
Yeah. Oh my God, it was so fun. But it was our first adult only vacation since we had our daughter. And it was so fun. I hope they had as much fun as we did, because I had a lot of fun. And it was so nice because everybody had to compromise. Of course, we decided that we're just gonna there was a list. I wanted to see 2 things. Some people wanted to see 2 things. So we just went around and had a lot of sangrias, and I had a lot of sangrias, and we slept in a really nice Airbnb. We were lucky enough that we were 2 couples and my brother, and it was 3 bedrooms. And when it came to picking out the bedrooms, I was like, "Will you guys pick whichever one you want?" And they were like, "No, you guys should have the masters." I was like, "Okay, great, thank you. I will sleep."
Exactly. That's how it should be.
Yeah, I was like, "Okay, I'll sleep in a little bit. I'll sleep the first time in a really long time." I didn't sleep so well because we had too much alcohol. But it's the thought that counts, and it's about the compromises. And it is.
Yeah.
We were discussing that my brother wanted to go to the FC Barcelona game, and I didn't want to do it. So I was like, "Well, you ask if anybody else wants to go with you, and if they do, you go, and if they don't, you go by yourself."
Yeah.
And he was fine with that. It turned out there was no game in the time while we were there, but it's about those compromises.
Yeah. And also I think about like voicing loudly like what you would like to do or like what you wouldn't like to do.
Exactly.
I think I could definitely be better at that, like
Yeah.
because by trying to be flexible, I sometimes really like just stretch it too far,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, but you go places because you want to see something as well.
Yeah, of
You know?
course, of course, of
You
course.
don't go to the US to just see what other people wants to see.
No, exactly. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
For example, I'm not saying in this case, but now that your trip is coming up.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But now when you said like about going with your friends and that you had fun and like
Mhm.
hopefully they had fun, I actually have a story where we went with another couple to Thailand, and after that they completely ghosted us. And I never knew why. And I never
Ooh.
knew what we did wrong. Because I thought like we are really normal.
That's interesting.
And they're like suddenly like they had no time. So suddenly they're reaching out less and less.
Really?
Yeah, and it was like it was actually a crazy year because I think I got ghosted by like them and I think maybe like a one more friend.
Really?
And it was like, and honestly, like it was kind of painful because I really couldn't understand like why,
Yeah.
you know, because one thing is like people talk about ghosting in dating, but like being ghosted by a friend.
Yeah, that's a different kind of pain. I think.
Yeah, and I had 2 of them like in a row,
Yeah.
and you really like question like what did I do wrong? Like is there something wrong with me
Yeah.
or but I don't know, maybe just I don't know.
Maybe they just stopped having time. No, I'm joking.
What?
Maybe they really didn't have time.
Okay. Yeah, right. Of course.
Haven't reached out since. They've been really busy.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, but that's really sad. I mean, all of my friendships that have... I had one friendship that ended, like, on a really bad note. The rest have just been, like, eased out of in a way. And but it's also because of certain different circumstances and stuff. But one that ended that was really hard to take. But we both knew that it's coming to an end. But it was in the end. It was like, okay, well,
Yeah.
hey, no, see you never.
Shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's true. Like,
And we even had a breakup conversation in that friendship. It was a tough one to have.
Was it like long time ago?
It was a couple of years ago, but
Yeah.
we had a breakup conversation. It was really interesting. Because I also felt like, well, you kind of owe this person. You cannot just ghost someone you've been friends with. That was my thought.
In my opinion, yeah, I think so too.
I started ghosting because I couldn't deal with like the bullshit anymore. And then I was like, actually, like, let's just face it and let's just make sure that we know that we're on the same page so we can say hi to each other when we see each other in places. But we're never gonna be friends again.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And have you ever felt like, I don't know if you ever felt like that you have these friendships that finish, but then some time passes and you kind of have like a nostalgia for that. Do you ever have that? Like,
Yeah, of course. Of course, but not nostalgia. Like, I never have nostalgia. Like, oh, I wish we were friends again.
No.
It's more like looking back at the time, and it's like, oh, that was fun. But
Yeah.
then you kind of the ugliness comes back, and you're like, okay, no,
Yeah. Okay.
this event was nice, but the rest was not.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
did something happen? Like.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A guy.
No, no, no. It was a girl I was friends with, and we became really close, and a lot of things happened in my life at that time, so it was really hard time for me, and I think she became kind of like a rock in a way.
Yeah.
But I've realized later on we stopped being friends when me and Alex started being together, because she became super jealous of the fact that I started seeing someone and it was serious. So she tried to
Okay.
meddle in, and she tried to make up stories about him and like say things that were not true, and I knew they were not true.
Yeah.
Because we were at one time that was my last line was when it was midsummer party actually.
Well.
When I still lived with my cousin in Lund, we had this beautiful garden, and we lived in a house, and it was shared. It was a couple of apartments, and we decided to have a party in our garden, and we invited like all of our friends. It was so much fun. And then in the evening, we decided we're gonna go clubbing, and one of our or Alex's friends' girlfriend got super drunk, and while we were going out, she started puking in our bathroom.
Okay.
So we were like, okay, we're gonna go clubbing, and then it was kind of like, okay, let's run, and we were going to catch the train, and Alex said, okay, wait, I'll actually just like make sure they're fine, like that she's fine, and and everything, and my cousin was gonna stay at home, and then a couple of friends said that they don't want to go clubbing, so they will stay as well. She was one of them, and so we went to take the train, and then as we were taking the train, I was texting with Alex, and he was like, how is it going, are you guys coming and stuff, and then in the end we ended up in Triangeln, and he was like, no, I think I'm just gonna stay home because she was not feeling good, and they're gonna go home, and he's gonna take a taxi, and I want to make sure that they're fine.
Yeah.
And so he stayed behind, and then I went to Triangeln, and I was like, actually, like, what's the point then?
Yeah.
What's like my not brand new boyfriend, but kind of new boyfriend is staying behind, and
Yeah.
it was not the plan. I'll take the next train back to Lund.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
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 So while I was taking that train, what was it, half an hour, and he knew that she had a problem with the fact that we were together and we were happy. So he made sure throughout the entire day
Yeah.
that she's fine, like that they are on the right page, so she doesn't feel like he's taking me away from her or in any way.
Yeah.
So he knew what he was stepping into when he was in that party.
Yeah.
And I could see that he was really trying, and he was saying, like,
And that's really kind, like, to make a person like feel included, even yeah,
Exactly.
because even though the dynamic is changing, like, to make sure that it's not that person is not left behind or forgotten about.
Exactly, and that he's not there to like take me away or in any way.
Yeah.
And then when I came back, they were like, I don't know, it was a little bit of a weird, like, she was acting weird, but she was acting weird at that time all the time,
Okay,
whenever
yeah.
we were all of us, she was acting weird. So I was like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
So then they were like, okay, we're gonna go home, because it became really we stayed, we talked a little bit, and then they went home. And I was like, and I asked Alex, like, oh, how did it go? And he was like, it was actually really nice, and we had a little bit of time to talk, and I feel like we maybe got a little bit closer. And my cousin was there as well, that I lived with at the time.
Yeah.
And then that friend calls me the next day and tells me that Alex was coming on to her the entire party. So the story became something completely different in her head and in her, in her mind, or whatever she tried to represent the thing was. And I'm just like, I know what his intentions were there. I know that he was really stressed, and he was trying to make sure that, you know, that
Yeah.
it's good.
Yeah.
And then she said that it was a really weird situation because when this whole situation happened and we left and they decided to like go out a little bit more,
Yeah.
he was trying to make it funny, like, or make it fun with her. So he was like, okay, so let's I will run, from what I understood, I will run in front of you and you can jump on my back and I can, like, you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
horse carry or whatever.
Yeah.
So she said that he came onto her and he forced her to jump on him. And I'm like, you cannot force a person. Like, you cannot force somebody to jump on you. It's impossible. And I was
Yeah.
like, and then I asked her, like, but did he, like, grab you from the front? No,
Yeah.
no. I had to jump on the back. And I'm like, but then he didn't force you.
Yeah.
Then it was a common thing. And I was like, okay, that's really, like, I was like, this is not the story that I've heard. And it's really weird. So then I asked my cousin, who was there the whole time, and she was like, no, Alex was just trying to be super nice. And he
Yeah.
was really trying to make sure that, like, you know, the vibe between them was good and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And she just completely misrepresented the whole situation. And at that point, I was like, okay, it's been months now we've been doing this. And it's
Yeah.
just like, if this is how you are, then, like,
Yeah.
then it's not really gonna work, you
Shit.
know?
It sucks. I hate when people lie. Like, you know,
Yeah.
when they just make a story where it's not.
No, and it was, you know what person's intentions are, and we all, or I knew the entire time what his intentions were.
Yeah.
So, like, and then she tried to say a couple of other things, and at that point I was just like, okay, I'm not listening anymore. Like, this is too much. Like, I'm just like, you know.
And I think that when you have a good friend or a close friend and you come into like a new relationship, that in general is like always like a thin ice, because you
Mhm.
know, a lot of things can make or break, you know, especially at the beginning, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you know, not that you could do something wrong, but mostly like, you know, that's only like the intro phase, you know, where you're just getting to know a person. And it's so important to like have a friend that is like encouraging you, like, oh, but you know, give it a chance, or you know, even if this person maybe, not that they have some red flags or something, but you know, sometimes if you like need some encouragement, that you have a friend who is like cheering for you and want you that it works out. And I think it sucks, you know, that there's someone next to you that secretly kind of hopes that it doesn't work out.
Yeah, and that's what she did the entire time. She's
Yeah.
every time he made a little bit of, like, because as you say, like, you feel insecure. You don't know what the
Yeah.
other, if he's just here to, like, if he wants to stay or if he's just here, you know, as one of the pit stops.
Or is he there just to play?
Exactly.
Yeah.
A little bit. Like, is he here to Netflix and chill, or is he here to for a long run?
Yeah.
What is his intentions? And, you know, and I knew it from the beginning that he wanted, like, it was gonna be a long thing if it panned out.
Yeah.
But she was always, like, she was the one putting all of those, like, thoughts in my head, or trying to put it like, oh no, if he didn't respond in like 30 minutes when he was out with his friends partying, then he's for sure cheating on you. And it's like, or maybe he's just enjoying himself, because I also don't respond, like, every time I get a message, because you want to have a life also, you know, especially when you just started dating somebody.
Exactly, like, talk about jumping to conclusions.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
honestly.
Yeah, and he's like, oh,
Yeah.
for sure he's cheating on you. It's like, I'm pretty sure he's with his best friend,
Yeah.
drinking beers and watching hockey. So I don't think there is a lot of cheating involved right now.
Exactly.
In his best friend's living room, you know, or in
Exactly.
a hockey game, like.
Yeah, exactly. And honestly, like, yeah, you need friends that are the voice of reason, who will tell you,
Yes.
you know, if something is wrong. Like,
For sure.
doesn't matter, boyfriends, jobs, whatever, friends, parents, who knows. But you need a like voice of reason, but like you also need someone who like really wants that things work out for you,
Yeah.
instead of, yeah, okay, then I get it.
Yeah. So that was
Yeah.
one of the recent, or the most recent, I guess. Not the most, but one of the recent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. So I think it's, yeah, ghosting friends is
Yeah,
maybe.
I haven't actually. I am guilty of. I have once ghosted a friend as well.
Yeah.
But like, I think maybe I can take this story up some other time. I also have brought some topics for you,
Oh.
but I want to just look in the watch a little bit, because I'm like, Ah, okay, we still have time. Because I suddenly like lost the track of time, and I thought,
Yeah.
like, have we overstayed our welcome in the studio? And then also, I want to have a sip of water.
Yeah.
Mm, and just I have some things that I have it in my phone.
Uh-huh.
So
All
I think that
right.
could be really interesting. Just a moment. A little bit of preparation because it's because you don't have TikTok, okay?
Yes. Oh,
You
yeah.
knew that.
Yes, I knew that.
Am I that predictable? But yeah, there is this. There is this thing that I saved, and I thought I'm gonna bring it up. Just a moment. Just bear with me. Just bear with me. If we had like some sponsors, we could put like a pause of advertisement here.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Okay, so I know, and
Mhm.
I know that this could be like a cliche topic, but then again, I already said I like cliches.
Yeah, yeah, we all like cliches.
And I know that you're also a Sex and the City fan.
Yes.
And I know that you're also looking at all the episodes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I think like there's quite a lot of content out there about Sex and the City right now because I think they have like the spin-off coming out.
Yeah.
And
I have a little bit of a love-hate relationship.
Same.
With the Sex and the City. I love it, but it's annoying.
Yeah, same. I think like we're on the same page there that like Sex and the City has just been there so long, so it kind of like is like your relative that you kind of like it's just there. You don't know if it's like good or bad, but no, maybe like not the best comparison, but like yeah, there's a lot of controversy of the show and like a lot of things have changed and a lot of things haven't changed, and I think that's why there's so much content out there still on social media because people just can't get enough at some point.
Yeah.
And I found like a really interesting post where some creator is asking like, what is your most controversial Sex and the City take? I'm not talking Carrie should have married Aiden or Steve was bad for Miranda. Like, what is some
Ooh,
other?
Is that really a thought?
Yeah, apparently that's one of like the mainstream.
Yeah.
But then I found, and in this post on the comments, there are some interesting, controversial opinions about Sex and the City that I haven't heard that much. And I thought I'm going to read out some of them for you. And I'm curious, what do you think?
Okay. My controversial is that Miranda wasn't nice to Steve. That he deserves better than her.
Ah, okay, yeah.
That is my take.
Okay. Yeah, in fact,
She wasn't so nice to him.
I mean, in the spin-off now,
I mean, now it's
sure.
of course she's done. She's definitely not.
But
nice.
like, let's stick to the like original.
Yes, the original.
Yeah. I think I don't know. I don't think she like was so wild about him actually.
Okay.
I don't know. Like, I don't think. I think he was just comfortable for her at some point.
Yeah, I guess so. Okay, give it to me.
But for example. Let me see. There were a couple of really good ones, which I thought were that I really thought was something that I that I thought I haven't heard that much. For example, Carrie was not a girl's girl in the slightest. She would have blown off the girls off in a heartbeat for any guy or anything really. Do you agree with this statement?
That's a good one. I would say Samantha was not a girl's girl.
Yeah, but she was clear about it. She was like always clear about that.
I don't know about Carrie. I don't think she was a girl's girl, but I don't think she wasn't a girl's girl. That would be my take. I don't know if it's a hot take, but it's a take.
It's a take.
Because I mean, she was definitely a girl's girl for her girl, like the four of them.
Yeah.
But I don't know. What do you think?
Well, Yeah, I don't know. Like, I've never been like a big fan of Carrie, especially like lately. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
because my own like perceptions of life have like maybe like evolved.
Yeah.
But for example, I thought was pretty crazy how she went to Miranda was giving birth
Mm-hmm.
of the baby,
Mm-hmm.
and and she was there like literally for like 5 seconds because she needed to catch Big before he leaves town. And
Yeah.
I thought, okay, he's not leaving for war. Like, you can meet him later. Like, your
Yeah.
best friend just gave birth.
Yeah.
And especially because, yeah, it was different because Miranda was single. Like, she was giving birth and she was single. She wasn't with Steve, you
No,
know?
yeah, but I would say I don't know if it's about Carrie being a girl's girl, but I think Carrie is definitely selfish.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Or
That's
maybe like, yeah, that's I think this comment means like girls girl like by girls solidarity, like
Yeah, because I think also I think she was extremely selfish because how she cheated on Aiden
yeah.
while he was renovating her apartment. I
Yeah.
mean, you know, that's for sure.
That's for sure.
That's for sure. That would be my take. Carrie is just selfish.
Okay, we stay with that. I agree, but yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's something that comes up more and more now. There's another one, really interesting one, and we're gonna talk about probably this topic later down the line. But one of the hot takes is that Charlotte wasn't wrong for not wanting to mix finances with friends. What's your take?
Ooh.
Remember?
No, I don't.
It was when Carrie was splitting from Aiden,
Yeah.
and he wanted that she pays the half of that apartment if she wanted to stay there because he had invested.
Yeah.
So suddenly she didn't have any money for down payment because she had no savings,
Yes.
and she was really mad that Charlotte didn't offer her money.
Oh, I'm with Charlotte. I'm not usually with Charlotte on that, but I'm definitely
Yeah,
with Charlotte on that.
me
I've
too.
lent money to my friends and it didn't end up well. Some friendships ruined
Yeah, right?
because of money.
Yeah, I think like
No, you don't. I mean, it usually. I'm not, but it usually doesn't end well.
yeah, actually. I think that,
And it's also so irresponsible. I'm sorry. It's so irresponsible of Carrie to like be 30 plus and not have any money on her account. But that's a different hot take.
yeah, exactly. Like honestly, like the
No
financial
savings?
literacy of Carrie is not inspiring.
No, no. She would buy a pair of Manolo. Isn't that how it starts? That she would buy a pair of Manolo Blahnik and not eat dinner instead of
Yeah,
eating dinner or something like that,
yeah, yeah. She
or a
and
copy of Vogue.
yeah, exactly, exactly. So in that way, she was not a role model,
No.
and that's also kind of like another topic to talk about. Like why didn't we have better role models when it comes to this?
Yeah.
You know, it was all about buying, 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 shoes, shoes, shoes. Because I don't know, like not that I was very into shoes when I was young or something, but kind of there was this Carrie Bradshaw phenomena. There
Yeah.
was a bit of expectation that you, as a girl, like to have a lot of shoes and clothes and
Yeah, and the bag thing, like why do you have to invest in why do you have to have very expensive bags? Why?
yeah, especially when you have like no savings or
Yeah,
something.
exactly. Prioritize savings.
Okay,
Buying stocks.
exactly.
Yeah.
We will talk about it
Yeah,
more
yeah.
because, like, I think we're also like very, like, how to say, finance and investment conscious. I want to say
Yeah, today. Who
today.
wasn't there 20 years ago or when I was
No,
20
God,
years
no.
old?
I wasn't there like 5 years ago,
Yeah.
so it's also new for me. Um, but it's cool. Okay. There was one more. This is interesting. Uh, Carrie was always a little bit jealous of Charlotte. There is this internet theory that actually, I don't know if, yeah, that's also something that goes on social media. Like, and I think I'm also getting a lot of content because maybe I looked through like one video more than the usual. And there is like this internet theory that Carrie was always jealous of Charlotte and that she was really never a good friend to her.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it. And on the top of that, that actually Charlotte was like Big's type, actually. Because, Big was married to Natasha.
Natasha.
And,
Yeah.
and Natasha and Charlotte had like kind of like the similar traits. Like they were
Yeah.
more conservative, maybe, like more calm, not so chaotic or not so emotional, maybe if you could say like that.
Yeah. I don't know. I think all four of them were a weird combo.
Yeah.
I mean, where does Miranda and Charlotte pair
Yeah.
up?
Yeah, would they ever be friends?
Would they
Like,
ever be friends in reality? I don't
um,
think so. Would Samantha be friends with Charlotte? I don't think they were ever friends. I think they were Samantha and Charlotte were only friends because Charlotte was friends with Carrie.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah, actually.
Or what do you think?
No, I think that, like, yeah. Would Samantha be friends with Charlotte? Not like initially. I don't think so.
No. Do you
Um,
remember when she slept with her brother? Samantha was
oh,
Charlotte's brother. They were
yeah.
not friends after that.
but then she
Yeah.
made muffins.
Yeah, she made muffins. That's true.
And the rest is history.
Yeah. Yeah,
Uh,
that's really interesting. I don't know. I never got that feeling.
uh-huh.
But I think they were a little bit different.
Yeah.
I mean, much different. But both of them, I mean, I don't know. Carrie was very like,
But like, who was the glue in the whole group?
I think it was Carrie
Yeah.
in a way, because Miranda was not the glue.
No,
But
Miranda
Miranda
did.
would be friends with. I think if we pick them apart, I think Miranda would have been friends with Samantha.
Yeah, they would probably meet like at the office or something.
Yeah, but they were both driven women. They're both like business and or
Yeah, like
career
career. Yeah.
women. So I think they could become friends.
Yeah.
Carrie and Charlotte, I don't know. I mean, Carrie fitted with kind of most of it. I don't think. Yeah, that was a really weird pairing between Carrie and Charlotte.
Right? Like, if you think
Was
about it.
any of them? Because none of them fit really with Charlotte, I think.
Yeah. But I actually liked Charlotte.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. It's. I mean, sometimes she's annoying. She can be annoying.
I remember that I used to love Miranda. I thought like I was totally Miranda, but
Oh,
then
really?
yeah, I don't know, but then I'm like no, no, like I'm not. No, 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 no. But there's another
Today I would be the crazy one, the pregnant. Woohoo! Party!
ah, that one. Yeah.
No.
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 No, no, no. Okay, there's another interesting take. Remember Robert, the hot doctor from Miranda's building that she was together with?
Yes.
Yeah, the one who was like from some NBA team's doctor.
Yes.
So there is a take that Robert being into Miranda never made sense. Sorry. What do you think?
No,
I disagree as
no,
well.
I disagree. No,
No.
I think it made sense.
Yeah. And honestly, ideally, they should have stayed together.
Exactly. Not her and Steve, that's
Yeah.
for sure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They
He
should
would
have
be
stayed
much
together.
more of a match.
Yeah, and he was hot.
And he was hot. Do you remember the guy that had a dog? Was he with Miranda? No, the one with the kid. Sorry.
Ah, yeah, I
the one
remember.
with the dog guy was with Charlotte.
Yeah.
No, the one with the
I
kid
remember.
that broke up with her
Yeah.
because she closed the doors on his son when she was peeing naked in the
Yeah.
bathroom. That was also a weird pairing. Miranda could never be with somebody with a kid.
Yeah. In somewhere in these comments, actually, there was also about that Miranda keeping the baby also didn't make sense for a lot of
Ooh,
people.
that's a hot
That's
take.
also like that's a heavy one.
Yeah, that's
you
a
know?
heavy one. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Ooh.
I don't think that's
It would make sense, but
Yeah.
but she was 30 plus at the same
Yeah.
time, so it's
and you wanted this like hard, this very tough career woman who really doesn't believe in like real love, really like become this softie and say no, there is this eternal love and having a baby. So I love that story for her
Yeah.
actually. So, but I thought like these were. Oh, there's one more really
Okay.
interesting, and I think that should like we can take it as the last
then
one.
I have one more hot take now that you mentioned all of them.
Okay, the last one from me. Carrie bullied Stanford constantly. Do you agree with that?
A little bit.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't think she was good friend to him
I
either.
don't think she was a good friend to
Yeah.
him. I don't think. I wonder why they stayed. But it was the same. This other gay guy what
Yeah,
is his name? Oh, I forgot.
Anthony.
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 He was not nice to Charlotte. He was
Yeah.
not a good friend to Charlotte. He was not a good person. Let's be honest.
He was not very considerate of people's feelings.
No, he was not considerate of anything other than himself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, yeah, I think so. Like, Stanford was always there for Carrie,
Yeah.
and he
And
was like
she was
always
never there for him.
not
Almost.
really. Yeah.
No, yeah.
So yeah, no. So tell me, what's your hot take?
What do you think about making the plot that Charlotte couldn't have a baby, so she had to adopt one
Yeah.
to have the baby? I thought that was a little bit far fetched. I'm like, couldn't you just give her? I mean, they gave her a baby later on, and I'm like, couldn't you have just given her a baby?
Yeah. Yeah. Hmm.
That's
Sure.
a hot take.
I mean, yeah, I think, but then if she would have a baby with this other guy, who was, I can't remember, what was his name? The doctor. Like,
The doctor.
no. Like, what was her first husband doing? Wasn't he a doctor?
Yes. Oh, I forgot about that.
Trey. Yeah, Trey.
Yes.
I mean, if the writers would have given Charlotte the baby, she would have to stay with Trey.
Yeah.
And she would have never met Harry.
Yeah.
And I think they were like, honestly, they're
Harry
my
was
favorite couple.
But Harry was one of my favorite characters in the
Yeah.
entire series.
Yeah, I think he was charming and like
Yeah.
so, yeah. So in a way, maybe because of that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would just be like they would just end up being like this perfect elite.
Yeah, what did they do for all of these seasons?
Yeah. They would be like this really elite family, with like really well off, with the rich like doctor and like, boring.
Yeah.
But yeah, they could have, of course, in this day and age where fertility is a big issue, yes, they would have just written it in for her
Yeah.
and spared her for all the
Yeah.
pain and suffering
Yeah.
in that way. Yeah, but I'm happy that she ended up with Harry.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I loved seeing Harry. He was really one of my favorite characters.
Yeah.
And Stanley, he was also super nice.
Who was Stanley?
No, what is his name?
Stanford.
Stanford, sorry.
Yeah.
Stanley Cup, I was
Stanley.
thinking about. Stanford. He was also really nice.
Yeah. But I think that we can close this Sex and the City section of
Yes.
this. But I think, like, if you're open to this, I want to watch together with you and all our listeners the new spin-off episode. I think we're going to hate it.
Yeah.
And
I get really annoyed. I stopped watching it because I got so annoyed
yes,
at
I
the
think
plot.
exactly. I think we're going to hate it, and I'm really looking forward to be Judgy McJudgersons
Exactly.
together with you.
Yeah. Yeah, I will have to finish this season, the last season. I just get so annoyed, and then I don't try to be so. I get it. We live in the woke world. But it's like there is a point at which I'm just like, okay, we let go of Aiden. Now we bring him back in,
Yeah.
and I get it, but do we? Couldn't we just give him a new character? Can we bring another hot guy into this like middle-aged man into the mix?
Yeah, like, who, like Craig David, or what was he? No, Jesus.
I was thinking like McDreamy.
McDreamy.
Can you imagine if she was with McDreamy? That's my like vision board for her.
Yes.
For her.
Or,
Miranda, she should also.
she should be like with this guy who played the latest James Bond,
Ooh, okay, hot
I
take. Hot take.
Like,
okay.
she deserves. She,
Yeah.
after all the struggles, I think. But yeah, I think that we could watch that. That could be like really fun, because I think that a lot of people will watch it.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting, like, to see like what others are saying. And
Yeah.
yeah.
You and your TikTok algorithm can let me know
yeah.
what's the hot takes.
Exactly.
If I agree with them or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think? Do we have time to speak about more things, or?
I think we should finish off by Girlsplaining.
Oh, yes. Oh my God, I almost forgot.
Yes.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
should I explain?
Go for it.
Girlsplaining. We thought that girlsplaining for us, what would it mean for us? For us, it would mean um, giving advice to your younger self, or to like somebody would say younger sister, or things I wish I knew before when
Yeah.
I was younger.
Yes. And yeah.
Yeah, and it's not a hot take, but it's actually based. I can share mine first.
Sure,
It's
yeah.
based on a conversation me and you had a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
And my girlsplainer is that maybe maybe you shouldn't lead on people when you're being single. Lead on people just because you're bored.
Oh,
And you know,
yeah.
because
Guilty.
yeah, guilty as charged, and or however you say it.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, because I thought about it, and I thought about a couple of situations, and I think I by accident might have broken a couple people's hearts because I was bored.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. Nothing recent.
No, no.
But you know, yeah. No, but actually true. Because actually a lot of men do that,
Yeah.
but women do that too.
Yeah. Yes.
And what we found out, like when we spoke about this, yeah, not that long time ago,
No.
we had this chat that, yeah, often women do that because we are bored.
Exactly.
And it's like, nothing really is happening, so at least something.
Yeah.
Yeah, you shouldn't do that. It's not cool.
Yeah. So that would be my advice.
Your
To my younger
advice and the
self.
girls planation.
Girlsplanation, exactly. Don't do that. Or do
Yeah.
it if you want.
No, actually, yeah, interesting. Yeah, yeah. But then again, given that, given that we both have done it, means that, you know, maybe it's part of like growing up as well.
Yeah, I think so. I think, you know, rejecting people and learning how to be rejected is a thing.
Yeah.
You know, but I mean, it's not something that I can't like. I think about in the middle of the night when I wake up.
It's like,
You know,
I shouldn't have broke his car
I
heart.
should exactly. I should have texted
He's
him.
probably fine.
Yeah, I'm guessing he's fine. Or if he's not, well. I'm sure I was not the only problem.
Exactly. Exactly.
You should read signs better. No. No.
Yeah, no, but that's true.
But
I
one
think
of those things that when I look back, that's one of the things that I thought about, and I thought that was maybe not the prettiest thing I've done in my life,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah, there should be some kind of code. That it's
Exactly.
a no.
Yeah.
You can do it, but we're not going to cheer for you.
Yeah.
I had like also something that I thought about girls planation.
Mm-hmm.
Something that I would want my younger self to know, and it's completely different from what you just brought up. And this was actually I thought about it now when I had this like huge online shopping where I tried on some dresses. I ordered a dress. I tried on some dresses that I had in the in my wardrobe from previous seasons, you know, that had been hanging there, never really like was my thing. And in general, dresses have never really been my thing. Like I've always been a pants girl.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, my girlsplaining today would maybe be like that. Don't expect women to always wear dresses and skirts, because I cannot tell you how many times during my upbringing I was always asked why. Oops. Yeah. I was always asked, why are you not wearing a dress? Like, honestly, it was.
Wait.
Oopsie.
Well.
Oops. Well. Better lightning, even.
Exactly.
But yeah. Okay, let me just collect my thoughts again. So, yes. You know, I would like to tell my younger self and girls plain that it's okay to be the pants girl. But it took me many, many years, and I will not lie, up to my 30s and plus, to understand that it's okay. Because I was so many times asked in every single summer when someone saw me wearing pants, people will always like, aren't you hot? Like, shouldn't you like get a dress? Like, shouldn't we buy you like a dress? Shouldn't you wear dress? I don't know why, like, but I think it really left me traumatized because I always have this feeling that I'm like lacking something, but I feel best like wearing pants. And honestly, I feel most feminine like that. I feel like really myself.
Yeah.
And this is like so controversial, but yeah, maybe it's like an Eastern Europe. I don't want to, like, okay, I'm from Latvia and I don't want to call it Eastern Europe as such because it's not Eastern like that. It's like northeast, but still like some of those like old like conservative like ways of looking at women really is maybe still stuck there, and this expectation that, you know, when there's summer, like I should have that dress with flowers or like, you know, strawberries
Mm-hmm.
print on, and only like that it would like be normal. And I really, so many family members, like some kind of aunts, grannies, you know, whatever, mothers-in-law and
Mm.
things like that, asking, oh, why don't you get a dress or blah 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 blah.
But why do people care what you wear?
Yeah, yeah,
That's
that's really messed up. But like, can you relate, or is this like completely out of like
I mean,
the
for
blue?
me, I'm not a dress girl. I'm
Yeah,
not a dress or a skirt girl. I have one skirt that I bought recently, but I become a little bit of a dress girl in the summertime.
yeah.
But now I've become a different kind of dress girl. Oh, is that the camera died?
What is the Wally off?
What the? Vad fan? Ja, den är död.
Okej. Men när dog den?
Jag har ingen aning. Anyways, let's
Anyways,
finish off.
yeah, I think that with we can just wrap up, and
Yes.
we'll have
Worst case, we'll just have half a video and half a
yeah.
voice.
You know, now I'm like, did I press the play?
Oh, Jesus.
God.
1 hour 40 minutes. Yeah, it's still recording.
Ah, okay.
Sorry. Yes.
But yeah, so yeah, sorry.
No, but I've never been a dress or not much of a dress girl, or
Yeah.
I only become it in the summer, but it's also not that
Yeah.
much.
Exactly,
But
right?
I never, yeah. But I mean, I've got it more of a comment when I was younger, not when I was now as an adult.
Yeah, me too. Like when I was younger, but like not that young. And even if
No.
I was 12, like
Yeah, what is the difference?
why would people?
But
get
I didn't care that much what other people says, because
Yeah.
it's also like if your aunt says, it's like, who are you to
Yeah,
tell
yeah.
me? Like, you don't know not anything about fashion. It's not like I'm a big expert, but it's a little bit of like, okay,
Yeah.
good for you.
I think I took it to heart, and I think I took it to heart maybe more than I should have. And
Yeah.
it took me like a lot of time to realize and actually like own like who I am and like
Yeah.
how I want to show up in the world and you
Is
know.
your mom a dress girl?
Yeah, no, she's not a Charlotte. No, like, you know, but no, not like that. I don't think that's like from my mom, but like there's always like this expectation. There was
No, I
always
know,
like
but I was just thinking about it because my mom. Sorry, I'm sorry.
no, it's okay.
But my mom is not a dress girl, and my aunts, like the closest women in my family, are not. The only dress woman in my life is, or skirt woman, is my grandma, and her fashion is nowhere near mine. So even if she would ever say anything to me, it wouldn't matter.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
But
I don't
that's
know.
maybe it's
So yeah,
that's interesting.
it is. But yeah,
No,
maybe
but don't just be yourself.
yeah,
That's a
right
good-
now like I am. I might, and I said that it might happen that I enter my dress era, but like I don't want to force it.
No, you should never force it, because then you're not being yourself.
Yeah.
Then you're not comfortable.
Exactly. It's the worst feeling like to not feel like in your own
Mhm.
skin.
Yeah.
But yeah. So Girlsplaining episode number 1 is
Yes.
about don't lead on anybody. And
Just because you're
just
bored.
because you're bored. Don't play with other people's feelings.
Because you're bored.
And wear pants.
And wear pants if you want to.
If you want to. Or don't.
Or wear dress. If you feel like you're in your dress era, do it. Go for it.
Exactly.
Don't let anybody tell you what to wear and how to live your life.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Are we good?
Yes, we're good.
Well, thank you for today.
Thank you.
I honestly enjoyed this.
Yeah, me too.
It was fun.
It was fun.
I think that I was worried that we will not make it, that I was just so worried that we'll run out of what we should talk. But honestly, this could be like 3 hours podcast.
Yeah, it could be. Joe Rogan's.
Yes.
5 hours.
Yes. I mean, but okay, I think that we can say stop.
Yes, thank you so much for listening. Those of you who did.
Yes. Friends, family, and
Mothers.
hopefully, friends, family, moms and dads, and probably other people that will connect with us and enjoy what we bring to the space of internet.
And podcast world.
Yes.
Yes.
We.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.